The lights dimmed at Nora's birthday party, her glass raised high, voice sharp as a blade slicing through chatter. To my husband, Liam, she sneered with a cruel grin. Promised me the stars but delivered excuses. Can't keep up with a woman like me. Laughter exploded, family, friends, even my parents, Tessa and Simon, chuckled like it was a punchline. My face burned, but I forced a grin, pretending it was playful. Inside, my gut twisted like a wrung towel. 8 years married, slaving overtime at the factory to pay our bills, and this? Mocked on her big night? I scanned the room, catching Nora's fingers brush Owen's, my brother, our family friend. The touch lingered, too intimate, their eyes locked in a secret dance. His smirk mirrored hers, a private joke. A sour knot tightened in my chest, heavy as wet cement. Was this more than teasing? As applause faded, I slipped outside, the October chill biting my skin like tiny teeth. Nora's words echoed, shredding my pride to ribbons. That brush gnawed at me, planting doubt that grew like weeds. The party buzzed inside, but my world tilted, unsteady. I'd been loyal, worked until my hands bled, yet she humiliated me in front of everyone. Was she hiding something bigger? I stared at the stars, heart pounding like a drum. Tomorrow, I'd watch closer. The truth was out there, and I'd find it, no matter the pain it brought. If you're watching this, subscribe, like and let me know where you're watching from. After the last guest stumbled out, Nora flopped on the couch, her phone glowing like a beacon in the dim light. I cleared plates, eyes glued to the screen flashing with texts. Under "Work Buddy," messages popped up, odd for midnight. She giggled, typing fast, oblivious to my stare. When she stepped away for wine, I grabbed her phone, heart racing like a runaway train. The latest text, "Party was epic." Or, "Let's top it tomorrow." My pulse hammered. Scrolling up, heart emojis, "Miss you," and "Our secret spot." One read, "He'll never suspect." My blood froze, cold as ice. Was this Owen? The finger brush replayed, vivid as a movie. I snapped a photo of the thread before she returned. "What are you doing?" she snapped, eyes sharp. Checking the time, I lied, sliding it back, my hands trembling. She tucked it away, suspicion lingering like smoke. We went to bed in tense silence, her back a wall. Sleep wouldn't come, memories flooded, her late work nights, Owen's visits during my overtime shifts. The pieces fit too neatly, a puzzle of betrayal. Her party toast stung like a whip, fueling my fire. By dawn, resolve hardened like steel, I'd uncover their secret. As she stirred, another text buzzed, "Can't wait for tomorrow night." My stomach dropped, but I knew, I'd get the truth, no matter what. Morning coffee turned bitter as I confronted her. "Nora, who's work buddy?" I saw flirty texts. Her eyes blazed like fire. "You spied on me? After ruining my party with your sulking?" She slammed her mug, coffee splashing across the table. "You're paranoid, Liam, imagining crap because you're insecure." I pushed, the messages were intimate. "And that touch with Owen?" She scoffed, voice dripping venom. "Owen? Cheating with your brother? Pathetic." The door burst open, Rita, her mom, stormed in, face twisted. "What's this yelling?" "Liam, how dare you accuse my daughter? You've never been good enough, lazy, no future." They ganged up, twisting my words until I felt small as dust. Nora crossed her arms. "Keep this up, you'll lose everything, house, family, me." Rita nodded. "You ruin her life, boy." I muttered sorry, retreating, shame flooding like a river. Their gaslighting worked, but fury simmered beneath, hot as coals. They thought they could silence me with their lies. I slipped to the garage, hands shaking, Nora's toast replaying like a cruel song. They were hiding something, and Rita was in on it, her voice a shield for Nora. I'd prove them wrong, no matter the cost. Their betrayal would not bury me. Nora whispered to Rita as I left, "You were right, he's cracking. Warn Owen we need to move faster." That afternoon, I called Quinn, my only trusted cousin, voice tight with urgency. We met at a quiet park bench, far from prying eyes. "Quinn, Nora humiliated me at her party, called me a failure in front of everyone. I think she's cheating, with Owen." His jaw dropped, eyes wide. "I've suspected something. Saw them too cozy at barbecues, whispering when you weren't looking. But without proof, I stayed quiet, didn't want family drama." Relief washed over me like a cool breeze. He believed me. We dissected clues, her overtime matching Owen's absences, new jewelry I didn't buy. "You're not crazy," Quinn said. "Nora's manipulative, Owen's the golden boy. Confront now, they'll turn everyone against you." I nodded, frustration burning like acid. "What do I do?" He handed me a tiny box, voice low. "Hidden camera. Plant it at home, catch them if they meet there." Spying felt wrong, but betrayal cut deeper, sharp as a blade. I took it, gripping his hand. "You're my lifeline, Quinn." He nodded. "Be smart, Liam." Hope flickered like a small flame as we parted. I'd get the truth, no matter how ugly. Their laughter at the party still stung, but I'd turn it around. Quinn texted later, "Careful, Rita's telling people you're unstable. She's guarding them." The camera hid perfectly behind living room books, linked to my phone's app for live view. I tested it, sharp, clear video. Satisfied, I headed to my factory shift, nerves buzzing like live wires. All day, doubts gnawed, was I paranoid? But Nora's cruel toast replayed, humiliation raw as an open wound. At lunch, I checked the feed, empty house. By evening, nothing. Then, at 7 p.m., the door opened. Nora walked in, on her phone. "He's at work till late. Come over." My stomach dropped like a stone. Minutes later, Owen slipped in, pulling her into a kiss. That toast was savage, he laughed. He stood there, clueless. They sank onto the couch, hands roaming. "Everyone buys our friends act," Nora giggled, voice smug. Rage blinded me as clothes loosened, their betrayal clear as day. But the feed flickered, battery dead? It cut black mid-kiss, audio fading on her moan. I cursed, the kiss was proof, but they could deny more. I saved the clip, mind racing like a storm. My brother and wife, confirmed. The double stab burned. I needed ironclad evidence to bury them. As my shift ended, I drove home, fury mixing with fear. What if they found the camera? A bank alert pinged, $300 withdrawn from our joint account, no explanation. The partial footage burned in my mind, pushing me to dig deeper. While Nora slept, I grabbed her purse, finding receipts stuffed in a pocket. A $200 hotel stay, dated my overtime night. A fancy dinner for two, places we never went. Charged to my card. She'd funded their affair with our money, a slap to my face. One receipt stopped me cold, $500 men's bracelet, engraved, to O, forever N. Owen. My vision blurred with rage, heart pounding like a hammer. I snapped photos, hands steady but chest tight. Next day at work, I checked our bank app. More charges, lingerie, wine sent to Owen's address, hundreds drained quietly. She'd been stealing for months, mocking my trust. Why my brother? Memories hit, family trips, them sneaking off for walks. Now it screamed affair. Was it to mock my failure? Confronting now would get lies. I needed more, a full arsenal to crush them. The betrayal cut like glass, but resolve grew stronger, hard as steel. As I left work, another alert, $150 spa day, charged again. My money, her lies. The receipt showed delivery to Owen's house, his initials on the gift note, bold as their betrayal. The bracelet receipt confirmed it. Nora was cheating with Owen, my brother, using my money. Blood kin turned traitor. We'd shared childhood secrets, fought, then hugged it out. Now he stole my wife? A double stab, sharp and deep. I drove aimlessly, tears blurring the road, streetlights streaking like comets. How long? Texts hinted at years. Family barbecues flashed, Owen's arm around Nora, brotherly jokes I ignored. I'd been blind, a fool. The camera's kiss replayed, their laughter mocking my pain. Was the family in on it? Mom and Dad adored Owen, the successful one with his sales job. Rita despised me, always had. Maybe they knew and stayed quiet. Paranoia gripped me, every smile suspect, a mask for lies. The betrayal felt like a house collapsing, crushing my chest. I called Quinn, it's Owen. Confirmed. He cursed. That's messed up. We need solid proof, they'll protect him. I nodded, pain fueling resolve like fire. My brother, my betrayer. I'd make them pay for their cruelty. At home, Nora hugged me, fake warmth. Missed you. Her phone buzzed, Owen. She silenced it, but I saw the text, family's clueless. Love that. Another bank alert, $2,000 transferred to Owen's account from ours, bold as their secret. Quinn was right, the family favored Owen, their golden boy. I tested it at Sunday dinner, heart pounding. Owen, nice bracelet, I said casually, watching him. He froze, glancing at Nora, eyes nervous. Gift from a friend. Mom, Tessa, jumped in, don't hassle him, Liam. Owen earns his way, unlike some stuck in factories. Dad, Simon, nodded. Proud of my boy. Nora's eyes gleamed with relief, a silent victory. Were they covering, or blind? Rita sneered, jealous, Liam. Always dragging us down. Laughter hit like a punch, my paranoia, their joke. I forced a smile, but fury boiled, hot as lava. Later, I overheard Tessa whisper to Simon, Liam's acting weird, maybe he's the issue. Nora's smirk said she'd poisoned them against me. Years of favoritism stung, Owen's faults forgiven, mine spotlighted. Now it shielded their affair, a betrayal that cut deeper than her party toast. I left early, head spinning like a top. Quinn texted, how'd it go? They defended him. Blind or complicit? He replied, stick to proof. It'll open eyes. Doubt crept, would they believe me over Owen? I'd make them see. Simon pulled me aside, voice stern. Stop harassing Owen. You're tearing this family apart. Simon's warning stung like a slap, but it showed the truth, they saw me as the villain. Nora escalated, spreading lies that burned. At a cousin's barbecue, I overheard her tell aunts, Liam's controlling, yelling over nothing. They nodded. Poor Nora, trapped with him. My blood boiled, fists clenched tight. Quinn confirmed, my mom heard Nora say you're abusive. Lies. I'd never touched her. She was framing me for divorce, ensuring sympathy with Owen, her escape plan perfect. I felt trapped, a rat in her cage, scratching for freedom. Family calls dripped with pity for her, scorn for me. Get help, Liam, an aunt texted, her words cold. Even work buddies backed off after Nora's confessions to mutual friends. Her manipulation was masterful, twisting reality like a puppeteer. But I wouldn't break. Rage turned to resolve, a fire in my veins. I'd expose her lies, flip her cruel script. Quinn and I met secretly under a dim streetlight. More evidence, he urged. Hit where it hurts. I nodded, ready to fight. The party's humiliation, their betrayal, it fueled me. I'd make them regret it. Nora sneered that night, eyes cold. Keep pushing, Liam. I'll ruin you before you blink. Nora's threat echoed like a storm warning as I waited for her to sleep. At midnight, I crept to her laptop in the study, heart pounding. Password? Our wedding date, ironic, a bitter twist. It opened, revealing a secret Nora work email account. Messages to Owen flooded the screen, love you. Liam's clueless. Photos attached, hotels, laughter, them tangled in each other. One email laid out their plan: divorce him, claim abuse, take the house. My world spun, nausea rising. They'd schemed for months, draining our savings for their new life. Another, your brother's a loser. Easy to fool the family. Rage blinded me, I copied everything to a USB, hands slick with sweat. Footsteps, Nora. I slammed the laptop shut as she entered, eyes narrow as knives. What are you doing? She hissed. Work emails, I lied, pulse racing like a drum. She scanned the room, lingering on the laptop. At 2 a.m.? You're weird. She left, unconvinced. I exhaled, pocketing the USB. Proof, but she suspected. Their betrayal cut deeper, mocking my trust. I'd make them face it, no mercy. My phone buzzed. Owen, Nora says you're snooping. Back off, or we'll make you lose everything. Owen's text froze me, a cold spike in my gut, but I deleted it, staying silent. Morning came, Nora's "sleep okay" was too sweet, a snake's hiss. I nodded, hiding the USB's weight in my pocket. Work dragged, my mind on the evidence, a ticking bomb. Quinn met me after, reviewing emails under a flickering street lamp. This proves conspiracy, he said, eyes bright. But Nora's suspicion grew, a shadow over me. She texted, talk tonight. Dread tightened my chest. At home, she cornered me in the living room. You're sneaking around. What's up? I denied, but her eyes pierced like daggers. Don't lie. I know you've seen things. Did she find the camera? My heart stopped. You're paranoid, I shot back, stealing her words. She stormed off, grabbing her phone. From the hall, I heard her whisper to Owen, he's catching on. Speed up, tell your parents he's abusive before he ruins us. My blood boiled, there lies a noose tightening. I texted Quinn, they're scared. He replied, we're close. Fear crept, what if they framed me first? The party's sting, their betrayal, fueled my fire. I'd expose them. Police knocked that night, Nora claimed I threatened her. They left after my calm denial, but her smirk screamed war. The police visit rattled me, but it backfired, her false claim was on record, a crack in her plan. Next day, Paige, Owen's wife, called, voice trembling. Liam? We need to talk, Owen and Nora. We met at a park, hidden from eyes. Paige looked drained, eyes red as raw wounds. I've suspected Owen's cheating, late nights, secret calls. But Nora? Your wife? I showed the footage, her gasp sharp. Explains the gifts, trips, she said, tears spilling like rain. We bonded over betrayal, an alliance forged in pain. We'll get proof together, I said, voice steady. She nodded, wiping her face. There's more, I'm pregnant. My jaw dropped. Owens? She shook her head, voice breaking. Not sure. We've barely, you know. The implication hit, if not Owens, whose? A child caught in their mess. We need a DNA test, I urged. But first, expose them. Her eyes burned with resolve. They think we're weak. Let's show them. Our shared pain strengthened us, like soldiers in a trench. I vowed to protect her, a sister now. Nora's eyes darted at home, suspicious. I played dumb, gathering more. Paige whispered, I've got Owen's phone tonight. I'll copy texts, photos. But if he catches me. Paige's pregnancy news added urgency. We couldn't let Owen claim a child that might not be his. Get the test quietly, I said, voice firm. But first, nail them. She nodded, eyes fierce. That night, she texted, got his phone. Sending files. Photos flooded in, Nora and Owen, intimate, laughing in hotel rooms. Messages planned to ditch spouses after draining accounts. One read, Paige's baby? Maybe not mine, doesn't matter. Heartless. My fists clenched, rage a burning coal. Paige called, scared. If it's not his, what then? We met at a clinic for her secret DNA swab, hands shaking. 2 weeks for results, the tech said. Confront after, I decided. With everything, videos, emails, tests. She hugged me, trembling like a leaf. You're like my real brother. Our alliance was iron, forged in betrayal. At home, Nora acted normal, but her eyes betrayed suspicion, sharp as pins. I played along, hacking her cloud for deleted Owen photos. The affair started 2 years ago, a knife in my back. Their lies fueled my resolve to expose them, no mercy. I'd turn their game against them. Paige texted, panicked, Owen's asking about a clinic receipt I hid. He's on to me. Owen's suspicion of Paige scared us, but we pressed on, relentless. Set up cameras at your house, I urged, voice low. She agreed, hiding them in her living room and bedroom. If they meet there, 2 days later, the feed pinged. From work, I watched, heart pounding, Nora slipped in Owen's back door, him pulling her close. Finally alone, he murmured, kissing her deeply, hands greedy. Liam's onto us, caught him snooping. Nora laughed, cold. He's too spineless. Paige? Clueless. They mocked us, Owen saying, so easy to fool everyone, dinners, acting normal while we plan our escape. Nora grinned, wicked. Drain the savings, then we're gone. My rage boiled like a storm as they moved to the bedroom, cameras catching every word. The baby's probably not mine, Nora, could it be? She shrugged. Doesn't matter. Fresh start. Undeniable proof, betrayal, theft, even doubting Paige's baby. I saved it, texting Paige, we got them. The footage was dynamite, ready to blow their lies apart. Their party humiliation of me would pale compared to this reckoning. I'd make them face the truth, no escape. Owen's voice on screen, Liam's a joke, too weak to leave her or fight back. Owen's too weak taunt crushed me, a dagger to the heart. But it was the smoking gun we needed. I replayed the footage, each word slicing deeper, their laughter about fooling the family, stealing my money for their escape. Paige watched, tears streaming like rivers. How could they, she whispered, voice breaking. And my baby, we hugged, united in pain, our wounds raw. They'll pay, I vowed, voice hard as stone. The evidence stacked high, videos, emails, receipts, no denying it now. But the reveal had to sting like Nora's party toast, public and brutal. Quinn edited clips into a damning montage under a dim cafe light. This'll destroy them, he said, eyes fierce. My parents still praised Owen, Rita shielded Nora. The family needed to see the truth. Doubt crept, was I breaking my kin? But Owen's betrayal erased brotherhood, leaving only rage. The pain was sharp, like swallowing glass, but resolve burned hotter. Nora texted, family dinner soon, behave. Her smugness fueled me, I'd turn her stage against her. I backed up files, safe from their reach. Owen's voice echoed, "Once we frame Liam as abusive, the family will cut him off." Easy win. Owen's "easy win" line lit a fire in my gut. I wanted to storm their house, fists ready, but Paige stopped me, her voice calm. "Don't let them wiggle out. Make them confess publicly." Her wisdom steadied me like an anchor. "The family dinner," I said. "We'll expose them there." Quinn edited videos into a USB playlist, his hands steady. "Play it when they're cocky," he urged. Rage simmered, but focus sharpened it like a blade. Nora's lies, Owen's betrayal, they'd face justice. Sleepless, I replayed their mockery, their words like acid, "Fool everyone." Not anymore. Family favoritism stung, Mom and Dad worshipping Owen, Rita's venom protecting Nora. Truth would break or heal it, no middle ground. Nora texted, "Dinner at Mom's Friday. Don't embarrass me." I smirked, ironic, her words a mirror of her cruelty. Paige called, voice shaky. "DNA results soon. If it's not his, we'd wait, our alliance my lifeline." I backed up evidence to the cloud, untouchable. Would the family believe me over Owen, their golden boy? The proof was ironclad, videos, emails, receipts. I'd make them see the truth, no matter the cost. Nora came home early, eyeing my phone, suspicion sharp. "Planning something, Liam? Don't be stupid." Nora's icy warning rattled me like a cold wind, but I played innocent. "Just tired," I said, forcing a smile that felt like a mask. She smirked, unconvinced, her eyes piercing. Later, I overheard her on the phone with Rita, "Liam's acting off. I'll crush him at the dinner." Their plan, more humiliation. Another public sting. She bragged, "He'll look like the bad guy." I pretended to help with dinner prep, hiding my fury behind a calm nod. "Sounds fun," I lied, heart pounding like a drum. Quinn handed me the USB under a streetlight. "Videos, emails, receipts, plug it into the TV. They're done." Paige sent her footage. "We'll stand with you." Tension grew, Nora spread lies, telling Simon I was unstable. He called, "Son, get help." Their blindness burned, but I stayed quiet, saving my strength. Friday came, I pocketed the USB, nerves electric like live wires. The dinner would be my stage, their lies exposed like my pain at the party. Nora's smugness fueled me, she thought she'd win again. I'd flip her cruel game. Paige texted, "Ready." Our alliance was my rock. In the car to Rita's, Nora grinned, voice cold. "Behave, Liam, or you'll regret it." Rita's house buzzed with chatter, the dinner table heavy with food, laughter masking the storm. Nora raised her glass, voice sharp. "To family." Then she turned to me, eyes glinting. "Liam's been so neglectful, barely home, useless around the house." Laughter erupted, a cruel echo of her party toast. Rita winked. "Bad husband." Owen grinned, smug. The humiliation hit harder, my own kin laughing at me. I forced a smile, but fury boiled like lava inside. "Funny," I said, standing calmly, voice steady as stone. "Let's play truth or lie." The room hushed, confusion spreading like ripples. Nora snapped, "Sit down, Liam." I ignored her, heart pounding. "Truth, Nora calls me neglectful." "Lie, she's faithful." Gasps broke the silence. Owen hissed, "What are you doing?" I pulled the USB, its weight my weapon. "Showing the truth." Family exchanged glances, tension thick as fog. Paige nodded subtly from her seat, Quinn watched closely, eyes sharp. I had their attention, ready to shatter their illusions. Nora's face tightened, sensing the trap closing. I'd turn her stage against her, make her feel the sting she gave me. The air crackled, a storm about to break. I plugged the USB into the TV, voice calm. This is for everyone to see. The TV flickered, showing Nora entering our house with Owen while I worked late. "Missed you," he said, kissing her deeply, hands greedy. The room gasped, air sucked out. Nora's face paled like ash. "Turn it off," she shrieked, voice cracking. I paused it. Just the start. Whispers erupted, Tessa's hand to her mouth, Simon's eyes wide as saucers. Rita snapped, "It's fake." But the timestamp matched my overtime shift, undeniable. I played more, emails scrolled, Nora to Owen, Liam's clueless. Drain the savings. Receipts flashed, bracelet for Owen, bought on our anniversary with my card. Family shifted, uneasy, their laughter gone. Owen stammered, "It's not what it seems." Nora grabbed my arm, nails digging. "You faked this." I shook her off, voice cold. "Truth hurts, doesn't it?" The room teetered, shock replacing their smugness. Paige stood, tears brimming, her pain mirroring mine. "There's more proof," she said, voice trembling but firm. I felt the tide turning, their lies crumbling like sandcastles. Nora's party humiliation was nothing compared to this reckoning. The family stared, waiting, their trust in her shattered. I held the remote, ready to bury them. I switched to Paige's footage, voice steady. "Keep watching, everyone." Paige's video played, Nora and Owen in her house, holding hands, laughing. "So easy to fool everyone," Owen said, voice smug. Emails overlaid, plans to divorce us, steal our money. Gasps filled the room like thunder. "You traitor," Simon muttered at Owen, face darkening. Receipts flashed, hotels, gifts, all on my card, each one a stab. Family turned, eyes accusing, their trust broken. Rita shouted, "It's a setup." But Simon shook his head, voice hard. "Dates match." Owen sweated, desperate. "It's edited." Nora cried, "Liam's lying." I paused, eyes cold. More to come. Paige spoke, "I have proof too." The baby might not be Owen's. The room erupted, aunts gasping, cousins whispering in shock. Nora's face drained, white as paper, Owen's jaw dropped. The betrayal sank in, their perfect image shattered like glass. Tessa's tears fell, even she couldn't defend Owen now. I stood tall, no longer the humiliated husband, my resolve iron. Their lies had fueled my fire, and now they faced the flames. Paige's courage matched mine, our alliance unbreakable. The family's laughter at the party felt distant, replaced by truth. Paige played her recording, voice firm. "Listen to this, everyone." Paige's recording blared, Nora and Owen in her house, caught red-handed. "The baby's probably not mine," Owen joked, voice cold. Nora shrugged. "Doesn't matter, fresh start." The family recoiled, gasps echoing like a storm. "Monster," Tessa sobbed at Owen, tears streaming. Rita leaped up, voice shrill. "Lies. My daughter's innocent." But the evidence crushed her, heavy as stone. Paige added, "I'm getting a DNA test." Nora froze, face ashen like a ghost. Owen stammered, "It's not like that." Chaos erupted, aunts yelled at Rita, "You enabled this." Accusations flew, "Betrayed your brother. How could you?" The air crackled, favoritism crumbling like dry leaves. Simon's face hardened, betrayal sinking deep. I held up bank statements, voice steady. "They drained our savings." The room gasped again, eyes turning to Nora and Owen, their lies exposed. Their party humiliation of me paled against this. Paige stood firm, her pain mirroring mine, our alliance a fortress. We'd brought truth to light, no turning back. Their smugness was gone, panic in its place. I felt stronger, no longer the scapegoat, my resolve a burning fire. Simon stood, voice cold as ice. "Owen, you're no son of mine." Simon's words, "no son of mine," froze the room like a winter snap. I showed the statements, thousands transferred to Owen's account. "Thieves," an uncle roared, voice booming. Aunts turned on Rita. "You knew," always defending Nora. Her denials cracked, voice trembling like a leaf. Nora screamed, "Liam drove me to this." Owen backed her, desperate. "He's abusive." But the videos silenced their lies, clear as daylight. Family shouted, "We trusted you." Tessa wept, her trust shattered. The air was heavy, illusions crumbling like old walls. Cousins glared, uncles shook heads, their favoritism for Owen gone. Rita slumped, her defense broken. Nora and Owen sat, cornered, their smugness evaporated, faces pale. I stood tall, the pain of their betrayal fueling my resolve like a furnace. Paige's eyes met mine, our alliance held strong, a bond forged in fire. The party's laughter, their lies, turned to ash in this moment. I'd flipped their script, exposing their cruelty to everyone. The room pulsed with anger, all aimed at them, not me. Their betrayal stung, but truth freed me. I was no longer the weak one they mocked. Aunts screamed at Rita, "You let this happen," enabling their lies. Aunts tore into Rita, "You enabled Nora's lies for years, blinding us." Rita slumped, voice weak as a whisper. "I didn't know." I held up bank statements, voice steady. "They stole thousands from our savings for their affair." Gasps echoed, sharp as glass. "Thieves," an uncle roared, face red with fury. Simon stood, eyes blazing. "Owen, you're disowned, no inheritance, no family." Owen's eyes widened, shock etching his face. Nora sobbed, "Please, Dad." Simon cut her off, voice like steel. "You're not my daughter-in-law." Cousins whispered, "Disgrace." Tessa cried, "How could you betray Liam?" The room turned, backs to Nora and Owen, their lies exposed like raw wounds. Their party humiliation of me was nothing compared to this reckoning. Paige stood strong, her pain mirroring mine, our alliance a rock. Rita's defense collapsed under the family's fury, her loyalty to Nora shattered. I felt the tide shift, I wasn't the scapegoat anymore. The evidence, videos, emails, receipts, was undeniable, a hammer to their lies. Their betrayal cut deep, but truth freed me like a key. Simon glared at Owen, voice cold. "Get out of my house, now." Simon's command, "Get out," hung heavy as lead. Owen stammered, "Dad, please." Nora begged, "Don't do this." But the family nodded, united against them. Paige stood tall, voice firm. "I'm divorcing you, Owen." I added, "I'm filing too, Nora. You two deserve each other." Their faces fell, reputations shattered like broken glass. Aunts hissed, "Disgraceful." Cousins turned away, whispering contempt. Rita tried one last defense, "My daughter's innocent." But no one listened, her words dust. Simon pointed to the door, eyes hard. "Leave." They sat, speechless, as family walked out, leaving them alone in the wreckage. The air felt lighter, I'd turned their humiliation back on them, a mirror to their cruelty. Paige squeezed my hand, our alliance had won, unbreakable. The party's pain, their lies, now exposed to all. I was no longer the weak one they mocked. Quinn nodded from the corner, pride in his eyes. Their scheme, stealing, cheating, framing me, crumbled like sand. The family saw me clearly now, not Owen's shadow. Their betrayal stung, but I stood taller, free. Tessa hugged me, tears falling. "We're so sorry, Liam. We were blind." Weeks later, I sat with Quinn over coffee, sunlight warming my new apartment. Divorce finalized, I'd rebuilt, new place, a promotion at work, family by my side. Paige's DNA test confirmed Owen was the father, but she left him, starting fresh with support from cousins and aunts. Tessa and Simon apologized, their eyes heavy with regret, welcoming me back while shunning Owen and Nora. Rita tried defending them, but even she distanced herself, ashamed of her blindness. Nora and Owen? Broke, alone, despised after legal fees drained them dry. Jobs lost, friends vanished, their smugness a distant memory. The party where Nora mocked me felt like a lifetime ago. I'd flipped their cruel game, exposing their lies to everyone. Paige thrived, her courage a beacon. We'd brought truth to light, no regrets. Owen's betrayal lingered, a dull ache, but I was rebuilding, surrounded by those who saw my strength. The family's trust in me was restored, their faith in Owen gone. They thought they could humiliate me, but in the end, they humiliated themselves, their lies crumbling under truth's weight. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you like this story, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your impressions of this story in the comments. To listen to the next story, click on the playlist now.